Okay, so I have a story to tell you, and it has to do with the beginning of Bird's Eye View by Karin. It all started out with the fact that I am the founder of Wing Ministries, and it's women imparting to the next generation. And we have a blog, Wing Wisdom, and I thought, wow, like I should start a blog called Bird's Eye View, and it would be my application of the Wing Wisdom blog. So I had made a file folder for it, and I was collecting ideas, Bird's Eye View. And one day, probably a couple years ago, I went online to find a graphic for it, and I kind of had a vision of the profile of a hummingbird sitting on a branch, and I didn't want it to be a photo, but a graphic. And I was looking, and I didn't find anything, and I shut off my computer, and I thought, oh Lord, what a waste of time. I wasted your time, my time. That was so silly. Forget about it. So a day or two later, I was at home. This is Studio K. I blog about the studio, and right now I'm trying to be all natural, but there's no flowers in there, and usually there is every season, so I'm gonna have to post some other blog posts showing that does usually have flowers in it. But anyway, that's beside the point. So back to my story. I was at home on my bed, which in a studio is actually the couch, but I was on my bed, and I heard a hummingbird through the window, and I thought, because I know what they sound like, I've been following hummingbirds for years, and I have another great story that goes with why I love hummingbirds, but I looked out, and this hummingbird had landed on the peach tree branch of the neighbor next door. So anyway, I got a picture through the screen, and I thought, I'm going to go outside and try and get one of him again. And so he came back, and he perched, and he sat for the longest time, and I got the picture. And it was this hummingbird on this branch, and it was his profile, and it was an overcast day. So it actually looked like a black and white photo or a graphic. And I realized, wait, this is what I was looking for 2 days prior for the blog. And so I sent it to my graphic artist, and it was in that moment or sometime soon after that where I realized, God was just like, Karin, there's sometimes when you think you're not in my will, when you are, and that I put desires on your heart, and that I see you, and here's the image for your blog, go do Bird's Eye View. And he really did, just a flat out miracle, and encouraged me, and just, I don't know, my own dreams and callings, and so check out Bird's Eye View by Karin.